no easy way. They say dedication, but I don't think that word completely covers it, because I think it's madness just a bit.
Yeah, but I was just going to take only half a minute.
No, it's really done.
Were you going from 10 past again? Oh, yeah.
Just have to. But it's okay, is it?
Yeah, I was telling you, it's easier getting used to it. I got to tell them after.
Just leave that light on. Makes it easy.
Have to just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get that to?
Oh, I wasn't.
50. I stuck a couple of times. Sorry? Oh, I don't know, but I mean, half it's going out the air. Now, if I was to wear a plastic jacket and if John, even Margot, was to wear a plastic jacket, I mean, even then you couldn't count it, but it must be a couple of, yeah, it must be around about a couple of pints for the start to finish, you know. It must be, because I mean, there's at least half a pint in this lot, yeah. You can't know how much it takes to actually get. Oh, that's something anyway. When you go down the track and you feel $1 million, you feel very fit, very strong, and you feel in control. You can feel the exuberation of running fast. You feel it's like flying, if you like. When somebody talks to me about Moscow now, I sort of cringe and think what I've got to do, you see, because I know what's involved. I know the suffering, the pain, and I mean, but that's nothing in comparison to what's going to happen in Moscow itself at the time. the thing is that mentally I'll have myself prepared for that. You've got to get that muscle fit to do certain ranges of movement, and if you can get fitter by doing something else in your training, it's bound to make you stronger. And by saying stronger, I would imagine that must relate to going faster as well, for a longer period. I could never have a coach that could dedicate himself in the way I'm dedicating myself. I've had one bloke saying that already, that as much as, you know, what I put in as an athlete, he'll put in as a coach, and that was a load of rubbish. Yeah, the situation is that we're being helped quite a bit at the moment, just by the group situation, rather than with the coach, you know. For the last 3.5 weeks, I've been trying to get over this calf injury, you know. I mean, calf injury, you're using the calf all the time. It doesn't matter if you're sitting or standing or walking or kneeling. The calf is moving all the time, just a bit. So it's not helping. The thing is, it's not helping me when I relax too much. You know, I've got to come out here and, you know, you kind of get rid of this relaxed sense in your mind. And that's what I'm talking about, trying to keep yourself physically occupied. Maybe it's a mental thing. So the thing is, if you're quite happy and maybe working away on something, you forget everything, and the hour's going faster, you know, as you well know, time goes on faster. And it's just this feeling that you get, well, that I get certainly, that when I come down the track I feel different. These gyms train 3 times a day, and they have, I'm not saying them all, certain athletes train 3 times a day, and they do two easing down sessions or 2 relaxing sessions. And I think these are the sessions that are probably more important than the other 3, simply because it's these sessions that actually build them up to do these hard sessions. And it's that sort of situation I want to be in next year, which hopefully I can, you know, there's no problem. It's just that, God, it's Christmas, you know.
When you're so tense, you lose time in your sprinting because one lot of muscles is working against the other. Well, he's very strong and training hard. He does hard weight training and all of this sort of stuff. And muscles get very, very hard and tense too.
I think
the strength work.
The cold as well
doesn't
help either.
Yeah, coming out of your cold weather into our lovely wet, horrible rain that you've been getting here hasn't helped.
It's helped now.
But his muscles have softened up quite a bit with just this kind of thing, and we have been using calcium, which I use a lot in athletes who have muscle spasm problems in their muscles, and it's helped. He's looser now like he was for the '74 Commonwealth Games, when he really, you know, flew, didn't he?
I'm pleased that the calf's cleared up since Scotland's, because it was pretty bad, and it was keeping me off the training. In fact, let's face it, I've said it before, that sun's the best ingredient, you know. My pickup wasn't too good actually, but after that it got God, it's warm. Complain about the cold back home, you can complain about the heat again. Can't win. How was that? I can't break the world record. No yet anyway. Fast enough?
And at least first, like, sort of, for about 50 to go, and then you looked as though you eased slightly, as though you just...
Yeah, but was it... You think it was fast enough? No. That was not bad then, 30.9 now. How about we rest then? It's like paradise, isn't it, when it gets to this stage? This is certainly this is a relaxing stage of the tour, I would say, you know. But I was a bit tired between Auckland and Melbourne, and I think I've got over it. So it might be that I'm just trying to do the other half. You know, irrespective of whether I get beat or not, it's not going to make any difference to me, you know. If I was to come here, and if it meant something to be here in Australia and New Zealand to win all these races, then I would certainly be in a different physical shape as well, and mental shape. So I'm not worried one way or another how it goes. You need a good backing, you need people that you can talk to, and you need people to train them. I think that's probably the most important ingredient. Margot trains every night anyway, you know, and she's got goals to go for. So we're both going for something similar.
Kelly. Edwards is in 3. He's going to get plenty of opposition from the man right next to him in lane 4, Alan Wells. 5 is Trevor Hoyt. 6, Ernest Obeng from Ghana. 7, Peter Gandy, and 8, Brad Ingram. They're set. Got away too. In fact, Clancy Edwards was a little slow to get away. Wells, on the other hand, was very quick indeed. And it's Wells who's leading the way, surging to the lead now, and he's going away to win this quite easily. Wells it is who takes it. It looked as though Peter Gandy could have gone up to run second.
That's right. Right, right. Right.
riding on?
Hey? Oh, I don't know. What's it called? Hey?
The 3 1/4 pounds.
I imagine these Germans have got something that grabs your ankles and they press a button and it puts what weight on it they want. Keeps the ankles warm. Feet are sucking now. How long's that? Just I'll go in 3 then, I think. I'll go in 3 minutes. No chance of that getting short circuit, is there? No. 30 seconds. The weight's around the waist. Yeah, it's over 5 kilos. With a weighted belt and the wet clothes. I think basically that I agree with the few athletes that were interviewed on the telly, and it was just a case that the people, the sensible people, were going to let us go to Moscow. You know, the sensible ones on the BOE committee. You know, I think really they're the sensible people that I thought they were. You know, I'm glad that they took the decision they took. You know.
Are you worried about it?
I didn't think I was really worried, actually, deeply worried about it. It was on the back of my mind, and I think a lot of people would like to have seen us not going. I think the majority are pleased to have heard that we are going, you know, so, you know, you get the people that didn't want us to go and that, so, I mean, it's sort of worked out right, I would say, you know. I think the majority, I'm talking about the working class, or, you know, just the people that are working every day. I think they wanted us to go to the Olympics. I'm more worried now. I've got to go and do something now, you see. I'm training twice a day, and it'll take its toll eventually. I mean, it's done it twice already, in the sense that I've sort of blown up twice, you know, and we've had arguments and things like that. But these things, it has to come, because there's no other way out, you know. Unless I throw myself over the Fort Bridge or something, you know, which I'm not likely to do. I think it's more sensible to have an argument with somebody. I'm quite happy that I'm able to push myself so hard, because I've done this for 9 sessions like this. It's pretty hard going, you know. I think, in fact, I'm working harder than I've ever worked before, I must admit. It'll show the first time I come out and run. I'll feel it. No, I mean, I'll feel it. Well, people will see it. Not necessarily in the time, but they'll see it physically. Actually, well, that's the third set I've done at 100, so that was quite good. That was quick. Oh, I mean, I didn't have to be any fitter than I am now, actually, believe it or not. With the 2 sessions together though, John, you know, this is why I think I'm getting the cramp in the crutch. Yeah, exactly, so. Except it's a bigger loading in the morning, you know. I can go back and have a bath and dream about the bath before I start the session. Still, might be worth it at the end, eh? What do you think, David? I hope so.
Enorme para o jogo.
Well, I think in a situation like this where you have something like 110 athletes, you notice over the course of 7 days that you get varying degrees of sort of commitment, of attitudes to training and so on. And I've talked to Alan quite a lot about the way he trains and sees his build-up, and it's fairly obvious that I think probably for want of a better word, he really is a fanatic. For him, training, athletics and the build-up to Moscow is everything. I'm not saying that the other athletes are not dedicated or sort of committed in their approach, but Alan is totally committed. And in many ways, I see some of the qualities in Alan that I used to have sort of 10, 15 years ago in approaching an Olympic Games, that for me the Olympics was the one goal in the back of my mind, and that it's often a life or death situation, whether you're going to sort of do well in the games or not. And in some ways they're very good qualities, and in others they appear to be selfish and ego-seeking and everything else. But when you look at levels of competition today, unless you are sort of totally committed, there's no way you are going to win an Olympic gold medal. I know some people find it undesirable quality in people, but I think if you want to be the very best, in many things in life, I think it's got to be the most important thing in your life. And in talking to Alan, in observing the way any sort of niggling injury becomes of paramount importance and is going to affect his training that afternoon, I think he really does, you know, live for athletics. And slightly less feeling of well-being today than yesterday affects his mood, affects his whole approach to life and everything else, because for that day, the quality of the training session is the most important thing.
Oh, it's lovely. Feet were just a bit hot. Everything's okay, I think. Say tomorrow. Usually feel it first thing in the morning. It has to be done. It's just got to be done. You don't do it, and maybe 1 point through the season you're going to suffer for it, you know. There's no easy way, as you can see. I just hope it's going to bloody well pay off. I think it's going to take a race or two really just to get me going again, you know. Knowing that there's no doubt there's a certain amount of pressure on him, but that's from the, I'm afraid I've got to say it, but they've got a job like anybody else. It's for the press and the media, you know, as a whole. And I came out here really to get away from it. Really, I've stuck myself right in the middle of it all. It was really stupid. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have come.
Really?
Positively, because I could do this back home quite easy. I came out here thinking I was going to get into, well, I believe that, I feel that I've gained something from being in a sort of team situation. But thinking that no press or any television or whatever were going to be out here, I thought that was going to be ideal. But as it turned out, that most of the British press were out here, you know. We're going to come back with bloody medals. They should know what the bloody hell they're going to do for us, you know. They should know exactly what an athlete has to go through, and they don't. I believe they don't anyway. Obviously there's one or two that are or have been athletes, but I think being athletes 20 years ago and athletes now is two completely different things, and it's a more sort of commercial thing, and because of that, there's more people watching, and there's more interest totally in every sense of the word, you know.
You can't ignore it. No?
Well, I have, I think. I think I've qualified with that. Might go move a wee bit. She won't actually, because she thought I was going to run with her.
You got time, mate?
10:21. As far as I heard, it might be wrong. That's me by saying like.
Not for a crock, eh?
It's not bad for the trainer, though. I'm keyed up because of the agitation of press, but when I say that, I think that even in a sense that they pressurised me to come out here, my intention was originally to do this one, so in a sense it's sort of made that wee bit more tense, if you like, because they were hunting for me to come out, and they were getting irritant to see what I was going to do. So I've come out and they've seen, and now I'm going to hibernate again for a while. My build-up hasn't went the way it should have went, A wee bit disappointed because of the problems I've had, but to come out after not having run anything over 60 yards, and come out today, and all the problems I've had with being off and just sort of doing strides, it was a bloody brilliant run. Now that I've worked on getting the good start, I think it's worked itself in, and I think that it's paying off. I'm at the stage now that I'm running from blocks, with or without blocks. It'll make no difference. It'll literally make no difference whatsoever. The only difference is I've got to cart them about. Now I've just got to build up my training to be geared for the Olympics.
Smarter, can you get your legs together? You do look unreasonable. There's better. There's better. Thanks, darling.
They'll be having a little stroll.
How many heats have we got? Did you check?
Six.
Six.
Six? Like that, six.
6 heats of 48, got cut into 32.
So the thing is it just a heat semi-final?
No. They've cut the first 8 down to 32, 32 to 16, 16
Oh,
to
that's
8.
a bit much, yeah. So I'm going to have to work my warm up for.
We'll reschedule it from 12:15. I've already
12:05.
worked it out.
12:05.
It's a 12:05, 12:10, 12:15.
That's what they go. I think it's Drew 12:05,
Oh, Drew 12.
Cameron 12:10,
Oh,
you
12:15.
12:15.
Well, I woke up about 8 o'clock this morning, so I at least had 6 hours. I hope. Can you imagine?
You make you look like skinny mini all the while.
I'm looking forward to the Friday. I think tomorrow is just a... I think they could have knocked off maybe one of the rounds, you know, so we only had 2 rounds and then the final instead of 3 rounds in the final. So it's only setting yourself up, well, if you have to set yourself up for that one more, you know.
На табло результаты 6-го забега.
Do they? Oh yeah. I'm going home. No.
We just said 30 seconds.
29.
And Wells, how do you feel after your first race on the Olympic track?
Oh, a wee bit relieved, you know, it's the first one I've had since before it came out, so it's quite a good one. You know.
How did you feel it yourself?
Very calm. Obviously it's not going to be like that once we get into the final, hopefully, and I think I'll be a wee bit more nervous, hopefully.
And what are conditions like out there?
Wind against all the way.
On the track?
Very good, very smooth. That's how it felt. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, okay.
Next one?
Yeah. I wanted to beat that bugger, because I knew he would want to beat me. Anyway.
Et dans la foulée,
Four firsts went into my quarter-finals. There was 2 seconds and 2/3, which is ridiculous, you know. It put us all under a great deal of pressure, and I think I just hope I'm not shot my bloody bolt, that's all. Yeah. There's no doubt I wanted to make sure that I went through. If I hadn't went through, I think it would have been a bit of a crime, really, I would say, because there was no rushing in my heat.
The fact that you're pleased about getting a new British record, the fastest time in the world this year, that doesn't really matter to you now?
No, it's irrelevant, because I think maybe Leonard's beaten that in his heat, I don't know, but it's irrelevant anyway, because it's all tomorrow, it's on tomorrow. I'm trying to keep this bloody, you know, a low mental thing, and I think I've done it well up to now, and even after the run I feel really good, but the pressure might be that wee bit more on me, simply because I've come up winning that in 10:11, something that I thought I would never do unless it was down Arthur Seat back home or something like that.
Where is it?
Arthur Seat in Edinburgh.
Yeah, so. You're happy about the semi-final though?
Yeah.
You're going to have to come up against the big boys there, aren't you?
Well, I think we had the big boys there. I'm bloody sure we did. We had the Olympic champion, we had Minea, a world record holder for the 200, European record holder for the 100, so I mean, what more can you get? He just got through, by the way. A gold medal's not in my mind yet.
He's peculiar in that he hasn't had any nerves in any race he's had, and I said to him last night, well, you must have got nervous for that. And he said, no, really, no. Which is a bit strange, but I think he'll be nervous before the final.
Is that usual?
Well, Edmonton he got some nerves, and last season he got nerves before big races. But this year, I don't know whether he's deliberately trying, been keeping himself low, and that's why he didn't want a fast second round, because he didn't want to have to lift himself mentally. Well, he's got the easier semi, thank God, and he should, he doesn't have to win. It doesn't, as long as he's in the first four, then it doesn't really matter. Trouble is Alan likes winning. So he might, make a burst, get to the front and just sit on it, but make sure that he's in the first four.
Have to be better than that for the final. Have to be a wee bit better than that in the final.
Start wrestling?
Yes. Got my mind fixed. Felt really good coming up there. Felt really good. It probably was, but not as much as the first one. It's going to be a two-way race, I think. Who? Me and me. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be honest, I've none else whatsoever. We'll keep the head. Keep the head. Because we're excited. I felt really good. I just sat there. I was just nice. I just sat there. I wonder if I can get round the back end that way. Who got through in the first heat?
Your greatest dream in sport and in your life.
Sorry, say that again.
What will we do between the semi and the final?
He'll just lie down and rest, and we'll probably take his book with him and just read his book.
What is it?
I think he's reading just now 40 Years of Murder. He's reading 2 Nuremberg Trials and 40 Years of Murder.
Aperta nella fase larga dal mondo giunto sulla
Boys, thousands of times, thousands of times, so long now, somehow hard to believe that we're actually about to find out the answer.
Ogni magna.
Keep the head. What can I say?
Прыжки в высоту на табло результаты.
Золотой медалью награждается Эллен Уэллс, Великобритания.
La médaille d'or est décernée à Ellen Wells, Grande-Bretagne.
Gold medal is awarded to Ellen Wells, Great Britain.
I looked at the replay, and then I saw him going to Lafiona, and then, I thought, he's won, and I was really happy, and then it wasn't until I saw it on that scoreboard I believed it. The only thing I knew was he dipped a long way out. That was all I could. Oh yeah, I think that's why he got there. And Leonard said, Alan won in the press conference. He says, Alan won, he says, I never saw him coming. Can I go home now? I've had it, I respect. No. I just waved to him and jumped up and down and stuff, but that's all.
tell you. So you got 200 to win. Easy heat.
Nothing's easy. I just hope it's not quarter final like they did in the 100.
100 was fancy.
Lethal.
What's that? Oh, you know, so it's interesting.
Yes. Leonard will be there. Porter will be there. They'll all be there.
Jokes will be there.
Jokes, yeah. Jokes.
They'll all be there.
Yeah.
It's the same in everything. They're all going to be there. There's no question about that.
Thing is, I
what?
don't know.
Oh, I'll be there.
I'm just going to say the thing is I can relax a wee bit because I've got the goal, don't I?
Well, you've got one goal. What can you do? You can enjoy it. Where is it?
Oliveira, President.
It was a superhuman performance because both first and third didn't run in the final as 100. So, I mean, he just must have been digging energy for the bottom of his boots. But he's pleased, I'm pleased it's finished.
I had to let him win something. Like it was a good run. I'm quite happy with it. I did everything I could do, you know. Oh yeah, but I'd have been disappointed if I hadn't broken the British record. Yeah, so I think I did more than I thought actually. I said it'd be 1 in 20.2, so it was close. 200s. I don't think it's been a disappointment.